Hey folks, I hope you're doing pretty good. So now we'll be starting dispersion. Okay, so we have talked about the mean, median, mode, all the central tendency. Now we'll be starting the dispersion. Okay, what dispersion is? Okay, so in the simple word, we can say that dispersion is the distribution of range. Okay, so not like go in the that of terminology, but it is what states that how far how far our mean or the average value or the whatever you mean median or mode is far from the each data set, or like how far the value is from our expected value. Like, have you ever heard about it? Like, we have talked about it earlier in the machine learning. In machine learning, what that the cost function, and we have talked it. The cost function, what we do that we take out the error, that how far our error is from the actual value, and if our error rate is low, then our model is good, and if the error rate is high, we don't this model is not good, and it can't be deployed. Okay, it can't be like go in the production. Okay, so now in the dispersion, what we're gonna see, like, let's take the example of cricket. Okay, let's take the example of cricket. So we have two players, player A and player B. We have the statics or the like data of their previous three matches. Okay, match one, match two, match three. So the player one, okay, the player one made in the first match, let's suppose zero. He got out in zero. In the second match he made 150. Okay, he made 150, and in third match he made zero. Okay, it's like 150 is pretty good a score. Like, for in the one inning you have pretty good a score. Now we have another player, okay, who was scored in the first match 50. In another match he has scored 30, and the third match he has scored 70. Like, can you guess who is the more stable player in it? Like, player A or player B? Who is the more stable player? Okay, so if a person, the captain, or whatever the head of the team comes and tells which is from which player, okay, whom can we make him to open? Okay, whom can we send to the open? We have data of player 1 and player A and player B. So if you see the previous data, then player A, it's looking like a hitter. Okay, it's looking like a hitter who will be like, maybe he'll be out, and maybe if he like be in the crease and in the pitch, he'll be uh, playing for the long time if he stands. Okay, if he stands there, if he not get out, then he'll be standing for the till the end of the match. But player B, if you can see the player B, he is playing in a very stable manner. Okay, because in the opening, what we want that in the opening, what we want a stable player who can uh, be in the ground till the end, or like he can manage all the team members or another player. Okay, so we have player number B. So if we have to send anyone to the open, we'll be choosing B because he is more stable than the first one. Correct. He is more stable than the player A. Now, if you talk about in the death overs, like in the last over, and if you say, but who is the player who is like kind of hitter kind of player who, like, if he goes and directly hit and make the ball out of the ground. Okay, so if he directly hit the ball and uh, smash it out of the ground. So who we gonna choose? Player one. Why? Because he's a player who will make, either he'll be hitting six, or he'll be out. Okay, he'll be getting out. So the benefit here is less time. Okay, so the time we're getting is less, but the result is also high. High result. High result. But the risk is also high. The risk is also high. The risk is also high here. But if we see here, then long time, good result, pretty good result, good result, good result, low risk in this data. Now, if we see the mean, okay, so we're not gonna see the previous score. What are we gonna see? That we're gonna see the mean of the player. Mean is like the average of the person. Okay, if you want to judge a batsman, then how do we judge it? By the average and the strike rate of the person. Like, how the average of he is maintaining in his previous 10 matches. So let's suppose, not let's suppose, the mean of A. What is the mean of player A? Mean. Mean is nothing but 0 plus 150 plus 0 by 3, because the 3 observation. He has played 3 matches. So we have the mean is 50. Okay, we have the mean 50. If we take the mean of the second player, which is 50 plus 30, 80, and 80 plus 70 is 150. Okay, by 3, which is also 50. Okay, the mean of the mean of A and the mean of B, both are 50. Okay, the mean of both are 50, but they have both have different stories. The mean is telling the same, but the story behind it is very different. Okay, if we have to choose a player who is a hitter, then we'll be choosing B, and if we have to send anyone to the opening, then we'll be sending B, because B is more stable than A. If A goes to the ground, then he'll be like only hitting six, or he'll come back to the pavilion. Okay, so this is the case behind it. Doesn't matter, you mean is same, but what you have to check, that does the distribution of the number is equal, or like, or it is maintaining or not. Okay, so here we what we comes to dispersion. Okay, so where here what we take out is standard deviation. Standard deviation we represented by the sigma. Okay, this is what we call it, sigma. It's a Greek word, like, so it is what we represented by sigma. So in the standard deviation, what do we do, that we take out the mean of the data. So let's suppose, not let's suppose, we have to got the mean of the data, the mean of A, which is 50, and the mean of B, which is also 50. Okay, so what we do, that we'll be taking out the standard deviation of A. So what is the standard deviation of A? Is sum of the how far this is from the each observation, like how far the mean is from the each observation. So what we're gonna do, that xi minus x bar. Okay, x bar is the mean, and will be, let's add it and take out, like, let's take the deviation. Okay, let's take out the deviation, not forget the standard deviation. Let's take the deviation. So what it be, x1 is 0, the mean is 0 minus 50 plus 150 minus 50 plus 0 minus 50 by 3. Okay, which is minus 50 plus 100 plus 50. Okay, it is minus 50, cancel out 0. Okay, what it is, 0. In another term, okay, so for the player B, what do we have, 50 minus 50 plus 30 minus 50 plus 70 minus 50. Okay, this cancel out by 3 minus 20 plus 20. This also cancels out. I think we have like made some mistake. Okay, we have made some mistake here. We don't, like, it is a deviation, but if we have to take out of the standard deviation, which is like, this is like I made a mess here. So what are we going to take here, standard deviation. Okay, standard deviation of the data. So let me remove it. Yeah, I cleared it. So what we do it, so let me write the formula, like you always, and I'll be making it stand by the formula directly. This is our sigma. Okay, I till n. Okay, xi for the each observation minus the mean, and it's squaring it. Okay, squaring it by n. N is the number of observation, and this is our standard deviation. This is what our standard deviation looks like. So what do you want to do, that let's where is the data, where is the data, yeah. So let's suppose we had the mean of yes, 0 minus 50, which was directly minus 50 square plus 100 square plus minus 50 square. Okay, by 3. This is 2500 plus 10,000 plus 2500. Okay, got it. It's 10,000 plus 5,000 by 3, which is 15,000 by 3, and it is like 5,000. So the standard deviation is The player A, oh sorry, player A is 5,000. For player B, so let's take out the standard deviation for player B. So it will be 30 minus 50 squared plus 50 minus 50 squared. Okay, so is it, let's, it's like the data, the answer is same. So minus 50 squared by 3. Okay, 20 minus 20 squared plus 0 squared plus 20 squared. Okay, by 3. 20 square 20 square root 20 is 400 plus 0 plus 400, which is nothing but 800 by 3. 800 by 3. So if we see the, if we divide it by, then definitely it will be lower, it will be lower than the 5,000. Okay, it's never gonna like touch 5,000, it always be less than 5,000. So we can say that the standard deviation of the player B is better, the deviation of the each sample is better. Okay, so the mean is less far from the each observation of player B. But in the case of A, we we are seeing it is 5,000, which is quite high, So we'll be considering B over A. Got it? We got the concept of this. So we'll be considering B over A because the deviation, or we can say the step deviation, sorry, not step deviation, the standard deviation is much higher of A compared to B. So we'll be choosing A over B. Now there is also a term comes called variance. Also a term comes which is called variance. Is nothing but the square of the standard deviation. Okay, it is the square of the standard deviation. The square of the standard deviation. And I forgot one more thing. One more thing. In the standard deviation, we square it. We use and square root also for it. So for this, we are gonna use square root, and for this also, we are gonna use a square root. Okay. So forgot. Why do I forget it? All this like important. This is important thing. So what we do in the square root, in the variance. So in the standard deviation, what we have is the standard deviation. So the formula is like, let's suppose it's f of x, let's call it function of f of x, square root by n sigma to 1 till n xi minus x bar squared. This is the step deviation. Why this? Yes, in the variance, so variance is related to the standard deviation. Okay, so in the variance, we square root to it. We use a square, so the square root cancels out. And this is the same. Okay, this is same. This is not any another concept. This is same. Now, this is same, but we don't have a square root here, and we have a complete kind of say square here. Okay, because if we have a complete square, then we're not gonna have like end up with having square root. So this is for now. So what we have got, we learned about standard deviation, variance, and all those things. So we'll be seeing the next part. Peace.